Hello everyone. So in this session we will see valuation of the goodwill as per super profit method. Now let us understand what is this super profit. Now let us say an example. There is a soaps industry, that is manufacturing different kinds of soap. Now it is found that the rate of return, that is the normal rate of return in the soap industry, that is the profit final return that all the soap industries are earning, the average rate of return is 15% on capital employed. Capital employed is an investment. Now if say we are investing 1 lakh rupees, then as per the standard industrial practice we can earn a profit of 15,000, that is average profit of 15,000 on 1 lakh rupee. Now say there is a particular industry XYZ. It is manufacturing soaps. Now it is earning a profit or a return of 18% on capital employed. Now as per industry standard, the rate of return is 15%, but this particular industry is earning 18%. Now this extra 3% that this is earning is because of either its reputation or brand. So this reputation is known as a goodwill. Now this 3% extra which is earned by XYZ is known as a super profit. Now this goodwill is valued on the basis of super profit. Now there are two methods in which the goodwill can be valued on the basis of a super profit. One is number of years of purchase. So this super profit is multiplied by what is the number of years of purchase for the valuation of the goodwill. So whatever is the amount that we get by multiplying number of years of purchase with the super profit, that will be the value of the goodwill. Now second method is annuity method. Now in this number of years of purchase, what we assume is this super profit will be earned by the firm in the future period. Now since the super profit will be earned in the future period, it is necessary to find out what is the present value of this super profit. So in case of annuity method, what we do is by applying the interest rate, we find out what is the present value of the super profit, and then accordingly we multiply this annuity factor with the super profit to find out the value of the goodwill. Now let us see some examples on how to value the goodwill as per super profit method. Example on number of years of purchase. A firm has a capital employed worth rupees 5 lakhs. Profit for past 5 years are 2015 rupees 1 lakh, 2016 1 lakh 20,000, 2017 1 lakh 80,000, 2018 1 lakh 50,000, then 2019 80,000. Normal rate of return is 15% on capital employed. Calculate goodwill at 3 years purchase of super profit. Now let us first find out the super profit. For that we need the average profit. Now average profit, if we see this profits for 5 years, we have 1 lakh in 2015, then 1 lakh 20 in 2016, then 1 lakh 80 in 2017, then again it has come down to 1 lakh 50, then 2019 it has come down to 80,000. So if we see there is a fluctuating trend in the profit, so we will calculate this average profit as per simple average method. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 20 plus 1 lakh 80,000 plus 1 lakh 50 plus 80,000, that will give us 6 lakh 30,000. Then 6 lakh 30,000 divided by 5, we get 1 lakh 26,000. Now this is the average profit as per simple average method. Now let us calculate what is a normal profit. Now normal profit is by applying the normal rate of return on the capital employed. Now that normal profit, it is earned by the other industries. Okay, that is a standard rate of return that is earned by the other similar industries in the market. So the normal profit will be your capital employed, that is 5 lakhs. It's given here, capital employed is 5 lakhs and normal rate of return is 15% per annum on capital employed. So into 15 divided by 100, so that is 75,000. Now this is a normal profit. Now super profit will be the profit that is earned above the normal profit. Now super profit is your average profit, that is 1,26,000 minus 75,000. So that is 51,000. Now goodwill will be valued at 3 years purchase of super profit. So super profit, that is 51,000 into 3. So that is 1,53,000 is the value of the goodwill. Now this was an example wherein we saw that we valued the goodwill on the basis of purchase on the super profit. Example, annuity method. A firm has capital employed worth rupees 5 lakhs, normal rate of return is 15%, average profit is 1,26,000. Calculate goodwill on super profit by annuity method, assuming that the super profit will be earned for next 5 years. Now, we have to calculate this by annuity method, assuming that the super profit will be earned by next 5 years. Now first let us calculate the super profit. Now average profit is already given to us, that is 1,26,000. Let us calculate the normal profit. Normal profit is the capital employed. Capital employed is 5 lakhs into normal rate of return of 15%. So 5 lakh into 15 divided by 100, that is 75,000. Then average profit is already given 1,26,000. Now super profit is 1,26,000 minus 75,000, that comes to 51,000. Now this 51,000 is assumed to be earned for the next 5 years. Now in annuity method, what we do is we calculate the present value of all the super profits that will be earned in the next 5 years. Since we are valuing the goodwill today, we need to find out what is the value of this super profit that will be earned in the future 5 years. What will be the present value of the super profit? Now, year, super profit, and then discount factor at 15% and the product. Now, let us understand what is a discount factor. Now, let us see what is a discounting factor. Now, this discounting factor, let us understand why do we need this discounting factor. Now, let's say if I have 100 rupees today and I invest it at the rate of 15% per annum, then after 1 year, I will be receiving 115 rupees. That is 100 plus 15 is the interest. So this 115 received after 1 year is equal to this 100 that I have today. So if somebody asks me an option that should I give 115 after 1 year or 100 today, then I will say that since the prevailing market rate interest is 15%, I don't mind even if you give 100 today or 115 after 1 year. Even if 100 is given today, I can invest that and I can receive 115 after 1 year. So rate of interest is, since the rate of interest is 15%. So in other words, what we can say that the present value of this 115 is 100 today. Now, what is a discount factor? The discount factor is the comparative factor that we calculate for rupee 1. Now, how do we calculate that? What we say is, for this 100 rupees, I will be receiving 115 after 1 year. So, what will be the present value of the rupee 1 that I will be receiving after 1 year? So, how do we calculate it? We calculate it by cross multiplication. That is 115 after 1 year is 100 today. So, how much is rupee 1? So, that comes to 0.86. Now this, if I invest 0.86 today, then at the rate of 15% I will be receiving rupee 1 after 1 year. Now this 0.86 is known as a discounting factor. Discounting factor is calculated on rupee 1. Now similarly, let's say this 100 is for 2 years. After 2 years, I will be receiving some amount on this 100. Now, then how do I calculate the discounting factor? What will I receive on this 100 after 1 year? I will be receiving 115. Now, after 2 years, what is the amount that I will receive? On this 115, I will be getting an interest rate of 15%. So what is the amount that I will receive? This 115 into 115 divided by 100. So that comes to 132.25. Now how do I calculate the discount factor? Now what if I will be receiving rupee 1 after 2 years? What is the present value of that rupee 1? Then how do I calculate this 100 rupees invested today? I will be receiving 132.25 after 2 years. So for 100 I will be receiving 132.25. So what will be the amount that I need to invest today to receive rupee 1 after 2 years? So that comes to 0.75. Now this 0.75 is a discounting factor. That is, I need to invest 0.75 today to receive 1 rupee after 2 years, and I need to invest 0.86 today to receive rupee 1 after 1 year. In short, the present value of rupee 1 that is received after 1 year is 0.86, and present value of rupee 1 that is received after 2 years is 0.75. This is known as a discounting factor. Now this 100 divided by 132.25, how did I calculate this? Now this is 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115. Now if you do that, 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115, you will get 0.75 as a discounting factor. So similarly, I did it here. So instead of dividing it by 115 twice, what I did was I calculated this 100. If I invest it, I will be getting 132.25 after 2 years. So what will be the present value of the rupee 1 that I will receive after 2 years? So in short, what I did is, for after 1 year, I did this 100 divided by 115. Then this 115 again. For second year, again I have calculated this as 100 divided by 115 to calculate the present value of rupee 1 received after 2 years. So this is how we calculate the discounting factor. Now let us come back to our example. Now here we have year and super profit. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The super profit is same for all the years, that is 51,000 that we are expecting to receive in the next 5 years. Now, in annuity method, what we need to do is we need to calculate the present value. Now, this 51,000 is received after 1 year. It is expected to be received after 1 year. So, what will be the present value of this 51,000? How do we find out that? At the rate of 15% per annum, if I invest 100, I will be receiving 115. So for 1 rupee, what is the present value? 0.8696. So for 1 rupee, if 0.8696 is the present value, then what is the present value for 51,000? So 51,000 into 0.8696, that is 44,349. Next, 51,000. This 51,000 is received after 2 years, will be receivable after 2 years. So now what is the present value of this? Now what I do is 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115. Since it is after 2 years, so we have to multiply this 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115 twice. So that gives us 0.7561. Now if we see here in our example also, we got this present value, that is 0.75. So what is the product? 51,000 into 0.7561, that is 38,561. Then similarly for year 3, since this is a third year, what I do is 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115 into 100 divided by 115. That gives me 0.6575. That is 1 rupee received after 3 years. The present value of that 1 rupee today is 0.6575. That is, if I invest 0.6575 and I receive 15% interest rate for 3 years, then that value of the investment after 3 years will be 1 rupee. Now, this 0.6575 is the present value for 1 rupee. So, what is the present value of 51,000? So, 51,000 into 0.6575, that comes to 33,532.5. Then, for 4th year, what I do is 100 divided by 115 raised to 4, that is 100 divided by 115, we have to multiply it 4 times, that gives us 0.5718. So 51,000 into 0.5718, that comes to 29,161.8. Then next, 100 divided by 115 into 5, so that gives us 0.4972. So 51,000 into 0.4972, that gives us 25,357. So now the goodwill is nothing but addition of this present value of 51,000, that is calculated for 5 years. So that is 44,349.6 plus 38,561 plus 33,532.5 plus 29,161.8 plus 25,357.2, that gives a 1,70,962.2. That will be the present value of all the super profit. So this is the value of the goodwill, that is 1,70,962. Now, there is one more way in which we can calculate this goodwill. Now, since the super profit is same for the entire 5 years, instead of calculating the present value for each and every year, what we can do is we can add all the discount factors, that is 0.8696, that is a discount factor for year 1, plus 0.7561, that is a discount factor for year 2, plus 0.6575 discount factor for year 3, plus 0.5718, that is a discount factor for year 4, and 0.4972. Now that gives you an annuity factor. This 3.3522 is a annuity factor. Now, what does this annuity factor says? This annuity factor, that is 3.3522, is the present value of rupee 1 that will be received every year for next 5 years at the rate of 15%. So this annuity factor, we can multiply it by your super profit amount. Since the amount of the super profit is same for entire 5 years, we can use this annuity factor. So this is 51,000 into 3.3522, that comes to 1,72,962.2. So instead of doing this, that is calculating the present value for each and every year, since the amount of the super profit is same, what we can do is we can calculate the sum of this discounting factor, and then that sum of the discounting factor is known as a annuity factor. Usually this annuity factor is always given along with the sum. So we can use this annuity factor directly and multiply it by your super profit and find out the value of the goodwill. But to understand how this annuity factor is calculated, we have done this example. So annuity factor in this case is what? Present value of annuity of rupee 1. Annuity itself means annual, received annually or annual. So this annuity of rupee 1 means 1 rupee received annually for 5 years in the future at the rate of 15%. The present value of that is 3.3522. So this was about how to calculate your goodwill or value the goodwill as per super profit method. So there are two ways. One is the purchase, number of years of purchase of super profit, and other way is the annuity method, in which we find out what is the present value of the super profit that will be received or that is estimated to be received in the future, and then accordingly the goodwill is valued.